So cold brew coffee is effectively just coffee that's brewed instead of using hot water. It's used with room temperature or cold water. So you're just making coffee the normal way you would. You're interacting coffee grounds with water for an extended period of time, but in this case you're using tepid water or cold water as opposed to using hot water, typically, which would be normally around 200 degrees. There are a few things about cold brew that make it sort of unique or more interesting or appealing than regular hot brewed coffee. The first is that when you're brewing something cold, you're actually slowing down the process of the chemical reaction between the coffee and the water. And so chemically speaking, hot things interact faster than cold things. So what that means when you're brewing hot coffee is you have a harder time landing in the sweet spot between under extraction and over extraction, which simply means if you don't brew your coffee long enough, you end up with a sour result, and if you brew it for too long, you end up with a bitter result. And so when you're brewing something hot at a high speed, it's more of a challenge to land right in that sweet spot and get the perfect aromatic and floral, juicy coffee that you really want. So when it comes to cold brew, because the interaction between the water and the coffee takes so long, you actually almost eliminate entirely the possibility of over-extracting your coffee and getting that bitter taste. And in addition to that, the solubles in the coffee, which are those things that will dissolve into the water and leach into your beverage to make coffee, are actually different than the things that hot brewed coffee interacts with. So in the end, you actually extract less of the fatty acids with cold water or room temperature water than you do with hot water. So you not only get a less bitter coffee, but you get a less acidic coffee as well, and in general, just a more consistent brew from batch to batch.